What is going on, y'all? Hopefully you guys can hear me this time. OBS says that it's recording everything, including my mic, but it did say that last time, so hopefully you can hear me. Welcome back to, I believe, part 4 of our Doom the Dark Ages playthrough. You read that title right. It is Viking Mechs in Hell, so welcome to hell. Hey, and you can hear. Thank you for joining. What is up, Christina? Welcome to hell. So yeah, we're gonna pilot a mech now. That's pretty sick again, but this time in hell. We just finished powering it up, so this is gonna be dope. And hopefully, with it only being about 48 hours since my last run on this game, I won't forget all of the controls, and we might be able to make it somewhere. Let's see what happens. Yo, this weather has been insane, by the way. I'm sure it is for everywhere. I mean, what is it? I saw in Russia they had like the most snow in 60 years, which is crazy, but it's kind of wild to me how kind of all over the planet we're about to get. Maybe not all over the planet, at least in Russia and Kentucky. It says this weekend is going to be crazy. All right, hang on. Let's power this up. This is like Titanfall style. Dude, give me Titanfall 3 right now. I'm so sick of EA and whoever else owns that franchise, bro. Bop! Right into the port. Also, speaking of mechs, give me a good Zoids reboot, bro. They did that poo-poo a couple years ago where they made, like, Zoids. You didn't actually pilot them. They were living beings like Transformers. Get that out of here. I want to pilot a Zoid. I want a new show. I want a reboot of the old show. Zoids was fire, bro. Oh, that was tough. So yeah, weather's crazy. I don't know if I told you guys this. So I have, excuse me. Okay. I have a, oh, we're getting smacked up. Pop, pop, pop. Can we still dodge? Oh, that's right. Because you can't block. You can only dodge. Oh, chill out. Oh my. We're low health already, boys. Woo! I'll get back to yapping, I promise. Oh yeah, let's go. Anyways, I'm Volkswagen in the My Volkswagen app, which is used to do fun things like remote start your car and see where it's parked and all that. The remote start is the most important part. But I guess it was 10 days ago on the dot, actually, and I'll tell you why I know that in a moment. That app stopped working for me, at least, and apparently quite a few Volkswagen customers. I didn't know. Of course, it was the day that it got actually, like, cold outside for the first time in a while, and I'm talking, like, you know, single digits kind of cold with the wind chill. So those are days where, living in a big apartment, my car is not close enough for my key fob to work, and to be quite honest, I need to replace the battery in said key fob, so the range is very low as it is. It's nice to start up my car from the app, you know, and have it nice and warm, and that way, like, the ice on the windshield and stuff is kind of defrosted by the time I get in it, right? So, I digress. You know, you pay for the car, you want the features to work. And 10 days ago, the first day it was cold, that stopped working. So I was, oh, got him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can't dodge 3 takes at once, unfortunately. Little diabolical. Getting jumped, bro. Christina, is this what it's like to live in the Bronx? So anyways, app goes offline the next day when I'm at work, which I think would have been a Sunday. I called, you know, the My Volkswagen people. They were like, oh yeah, that's an issue with our network. It's running off of Verizon, blah, 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 blah. I'm glad that you agree. And so I was like, okay, so what do we do? And they were like, well, we're giving all of the cars 10 days to reconnect to the server before we start a service ticket. 10 days? And of course, these last 10 days, it's been cold as hell out. And then today's the first day. It's like, not that bad. I'll get to, we had a little bit of snow, but it wasn't that bad out. And it was funny because, you know, throughout the rest of the day, it got warm enough to where it rained and melted it all anyways. But today, I go to start it. It works right on the 10-day mark. So, okay, cool. I'm glad it's back on. Didn't necessarily need it today, but anyways, it works. It runs for about 10 minutes, so 15 minutes later, I go get in my car. And when I go to start it, it's barely turning on. And you know, these modern cars, you got a little button. You can't like turn the keys or anything like that. You know, it could be a plethora of things. But I'm assuming low battery on the car itself, which it's under warranty. It's not 3 years old. Supercharged my weapon. Okay. It's kind of cool that we have a gun now. Sorry, I got a little carried away. Oh, I see. No, having a gun is so much better. What the hell? Literally, that's what we are. Oh! No, this is sick. Oh, not a perfect dodge. Damn. And, you know, the car's having trouble starting. I do get it started. And I was like, well, maybe that was a fluke. I don't know. It's been cold out. Who knows? But I didn't want to turn it off and retry right there, you know? So I just took it to the dealerships, like, on the same street I live on. But don't get me wrong, traffic, because of the very light dusting of snow this morning, was diabolical to get there. But I just drove it straight to service without turning it off, parked it in there, and told them I thought it was a battery. And, because of the low power, I guess, my dashboard was lit up like a Christmas tree. All the lights are on, traction control's off, stability control's off. All of this stuff is going ballistic on my car right now. So it's kind of a good thing traffic was bad, because it was having trouble like getting up to speed, like it was in limp mode, and it wasn't getting traction, even though it's all-wheel drive, because of all that stuff being turned off. So take it in there, and they had it all day. It needed an oil change anyways, but they got it fixed, and luckily the car is under the mileage by like this much to be covered under warranty, and I wasn't sure it was going to be. So that's a huge plus. But a goddamn oil change at the dealership was $150, which is kind of diabolical, especially for a 4-cylinder. Okay, cool. I mean, that was neat. Can I grab this? What is this? Found a secret area. Okay, oh, okay, we just get a toy. Yeah, no, a Toyota would be, you know, probably better, but I don't like to be bored in my cars. And no offense, Toyotas are wonderful cars. Unless I buy, the only ones I'm interested in are 20 to 30-year-old Toyotas that I've been eyeballing, trust me, every day on Japanese classics, but I cannot make my daily. Even though it's reliable, a 30-year-old car, that would be silly while I have something under warranty. But I will tell you, this Arteon, it's always something, bro. Thankfully, it is under warranty, but it just never stops with the silliness. Especially electronic, weird stuff. Charged up. Also, thanks for being in here, Schmirk. It's good to see you, Colin. Rune Shield, Holy Swarm. Holy Swarm will launch out Seeking Blades in a wide arc. That's kind of tough. Is that a rune? Yeah, it is a rune. Okay. So what's our other one? Ground. I didn't like Ground Fissure, so we're gonna go Holy Swarm. But anyways, that was my story for the day. And like, oh, Eric, why don't you change your oil yourself? Yeah, I could, man. I could. But it's been in single-digit weather lately, and I figured while it was already at the dealership, might as well have them do it. Also, I live in an apartment and don't have a garage for the equipment. So, you know, kind of annoying. Alright, we're not playing exactly how we should, but we're not playing terrible. So we're off to a significantly better start than the other day. But yeah, otherwise I would change my own oil, but, you know, annoying. And I haven't looked under my Arteon, but man, I can almost guarantee you it's probably got a bunch of like Torx bits underneath with like some, you know, the plastic like air guides and stuff to be extra annoying. So without a lift, it probably really sucks. And I did that enough with my old Volvo, man. I'm not doing that again. Hey, what's up, Hannah and Jacob? Thanks for being here. But yeah, that was my story. Also, if you guys want to hear about the absolute diabolical boy dinner I had tonight, Jesus, man. I have, so I cooked some, like a pork loin in the crock pot the other day. I was going to make a pork bowl. It was just one of those, like, I had some meat in my freezer that I really need to get rid of, because it's been there long enough, and I didn't cook it over, well, so I was going to meal prep on Monday and make rice bowls. And it wasn't thought out enough, and I'm not taking my chances, even slow cooking it for 10 hours on pork that's not fully thawed. I'm just not trying to deal with that, you know? I don't trust it. And so I couldn't make it, so I bought my lunch and dinner out the last couple of days, which makes me feel terrible, you know, not as nutritious. I did do some protein bowls at, like, Dough Bun Chipotle, and I had some rewards, so some of them were free, but, you know how it goes. It's annoying to buy out that much. Feels bad. I'm not made of money, chat. So I make this pork bowl that I really don't want. Yeah, on the new cars, absolutely not. So the 850 wasn't terrible, but also, did yours have the giant plastic air guide taken off? Because I ended up just taking mine off. And yours being the previous year 850 Turbo may be different from the 850R, because mine had just some really annoying bolts and plastic covers underneath. Not that that's the end of the world, but when you're on like jack stands, it does kind of suck to have to do all that, especially if you don't have all the Torx bits, which at the time I didn't have necessarily on hand. My Volvo, everything else other than oil though, which I did change it myself every time, but I remember it being a pain. But dude, everything else on the thing was awful, because you'd go to like AutoZone or, you know, Advanced Auto to try to rent the tools, and they never had actually what you need, because it was like special weird Volvo sizes and metric sizes and all this other shit. And so you'd have to get stuff that was like semi-close, and it was god awful, man. Yeah, exactly. And I remember in college, actually, I think it was freshman year. I don't know if you remember that one time I had to take that class, you know, for acting up. It was for drinking, chat. We weren't allowed to drink in our hall, and I did, and I had to take an alcohol education class. And that year, like right after this, it was winter break, and then we had to come back. I don't remember how it worked out. It was like the weekend, maybe. I went up to Ohio, and we had finals. Drove it up to Ohio, crazy snowstorm, and my alternator went out on the way. Luckily, I'd already made it to Columbus, so I got towed. Then I had to change it in a driveway with my hands completely frozen and not the right tools, and a bunch of trips back and forth to the store, and me and my homie were sitting there like taking turns working on this in the snow. Can we buy any of these? Okay, we can buy this. Additional dagger damage. We were taking turns working on it. Like, once our hands were frozen, we'd tag in, tag out. And, man, it was god-awful. So I don't miss working on any Volvos at all. And they always need work, because they're always exploding. Just saying we can buy this. I really don't care about this gun. This one, though, I'm just never doing that detonated thing. So yeah, working on Volvos, awful. Anyways, I'm not doing it on my Arteon, especially not if it's at the dealership, but 150, kind of ass, but I didn't have to pay, for, the battery replacement, which I thought they were going to jip me on, because it says only if there's a manufacturer defect. You know, there's a bunch of fine print, essentially, and a million reasons why they wouldn't cover it, even though it's under the mileage and year. But they did tell me the battery had a failure, so that's cool. Yeah, dude, the trips back and forth were breaking my balls. And it was, I'm not kidding, it wasn't even like a light snow, it was a blizzard. So it was a ton of snow. The worst time to do it. No, yeah, okay, so yeah, my alternator literally, like, I'm not joking, the new alternator I put in, it was maybe a week later. Maybe it was 2 weeks, but it died again. And at that point, I was like, I don't care, man. I'm taking it to a shop. And I just paid for the shop to do it, bro. I was pissed. So that's hilarious. It's so funny that we had this, like, same exact experience with the same car. Or more or less the same car. Yeah, bro. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm so sick of that. I miss that car, though. It was so cool. Ah, dude, I hate these guys. Do we have the sniper thing? It's actually not very good. I forgot we have a rocket launcher now. Come on, boy. Shield does nothing for these guys, bro. And I think we got the thing where it gives us health back if we just parry, like with the rocket launcher. Oh, we kicked his arm off. Let's go. Oh yeah, so back to the pork and diabolical Jinx was your car. The pork diabolical dinner. So I had this pork loin and made rice bowls. Didn't really want to. They're not that. Okay, so I slow cooked the pork all day. Got home and then I started doing the rice. I forgot to do the rice the night before to leave it in the fridge to make better fried rice. Because if you cook your rice, leave it in the fridge for a day, and then you come to make your fried rice bowls, it's way better. Jacob knows the science, I don't, but it just works, trust. And also rinse your rice if you don't before you cook it, you freaks. But I got kind of, not lazy, yeah, no, I got lazy in that kind of after part trying to make these bowls, so it's just this hodgepodge, just gross. But the pork loin I had was way too big, and I had a problem last time where I made like way too much rice, blah, 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 whatever. So I had half a pork loin just by itself, so I have my rice bowls for my lunch for the next couple of days, which I already don't want to eat. It's, ugh. And also, this story reminds me of, yo, no way. At least you made it there, but that dude, alternators done piss me off. They're so annoying. But this reminds me, there's a bodybuilder, rest in peace, Rich Piana, who's hilarious. He's the GOAT. And there's this video of him one time, and he's eating, like, whatever, you know, chicken and rice. And someone's like, how do you eat this all the time? Like, do you like it? And he was like, no, it tastes like shit, but I want gains. And just his response is so funny. Like, no, it tastes like shit, but I'm gonna eat it. It's kind of how I felt about this. I am, you know, I'm trying to get locked back in on the gym, but it's more just I needed to cook this. I'm taking it medium serious this month, you know? And I'll continue to take it. I'm Eric the Casual, baby. I'm not going too hard, but trying to eat that. Oh, you know, seems like a boss fight area. About to get jumped. Bah! Yo, this. Help! Help! Oh, this is crazy. Back up. Hey, boys, this is making me a little overconfident. I think I can play some Dark Souls or something now. I can't. Don't let me get that in my head, because you're gonna watch me die a billion times, and I promise it won't be fun for any of us, chat. Dude, we got one of these big scary dudes in here too. Get away from me. And so that pork loin tonight, I was like, man, I have half a pork loin and nothing to put it on. So I got it in my head I was gonna make an omelet with it. Bad idea. Ooh. And so I did a 4-egg omelet. But first I put the pork loin, like shredded it since it had been slow cooked. It was easy, and like cooked it in the pan a little with some avocado oil just to like kind of shred it and get it a little up to temp and all that. And then I set it to the side. Did 4 eggs together, but I'm not really trying to do dairy. I'm trying to cut back a little this month on dairy, just for my skin and getting a little back on track because it messes me up so bad. So it was literally just 4 eggs, and I put some green Cholula on it afterwards, but like this omelet was just 4 eggs, no cheese. I don't have any spinach or anything to put in it, so it was just like already a pretty sad meal. So then as I'm like folding in this pulled pork into the 4 eggs that are in the pan, I can't even really call it an omelet. You know, like while it's half cooking, I usually put my meat in there, but there was too much. So it just turned into, long story short, it turned into this big pile of slop, basically, because I couldn't flip the omelet over anymore without it breaking, because the pork was too heavy. There was way too much. So, man, it was just a whole mess. And I literally just ate a pile of egg and pork together with a bunch of green Cholula on it. It was disgusting, man, and I just really thought of Rich Piana right there. I think he would be proud, though. It's all for the gains. So that was my dinner, and that's the most void dinner I can think of. Just 4 eggs and meat piled together in slop. It really invokes the old Kyle, my roommate Kyle days when he would make goop. And I know I've told you that story before, chat. He would, if you don't remember or haven't heard that story, he would make tacos at home, but he found an efficient way to make them, he said, where he just went ahead and pre-mixed everything together, which was a can of refried beans. I'm talking like the, you know, plop that shit out on the table type. The extra disgusting, like in Osmosis Jones, right? When they're in the zit on Bill Murray's forehead, and he's like pretending to be a germ. And I think that's Chris Rock doing the voice. The movie's goated, but it's also disgusting during the live action. And I remember him, dude, we're getting out the rocket launcher. This is insane. And he orders a drink, but he's got to prove he's a germ, right? He pours the drink, and it looks gross. And he goes, "Oh, just how I like it. Extra disgusting." And that's what this goop reminded me of, and it went through my head immediately when Kyle showed me his diabolical... Get him! His diabolical concoction, bro. I'm talking refried beans in the pan, ground beef in the pan, already put the cheese in the pan. I don't remember what else he put in there, but essentially all these ingredients that you, I guess, would put in tacos, but it was all just... It was in a, like a big pot, and he would just turn that on high and just... You know, stir that shit around and just make goop, and he would smack it on tortillas and eat it. But he'd like get it on his hands and wouldn't notice. He's, you know, he's just always moving around. He's always on the go. He's trying to be efficient. And I would find goop on like the fridge handle, and of course I didn't see it. I would go to open the fridge and grab a nice handful of goop and just like... Love him though. That's my guy. But brother, goop on like the cabinet doors where he'd like reach to get a cup or something. There'd just be goop. Disgusting. And yes, chat, was I down bad enough to try the goop a couple of times? Yes, I was. Because working long hours and I didn't feel like cooking, goop was back on the menu, boys. I gotta stop hitting B to skip through stuff like I do when I'm used to like playing Call of Duty and mashing it at the end of a match to get that out of my face, and we keep skipping. But that wasn't too bad of a level. It was kind of easy. I'm gonna regret saying that now. Sentinel Command Station. Dude, Osmosis Jones is gas. And I actually, I don't know if this is a hot take. I liked the spinoff show too. That I haven't rewatched, but the movie I have. The movie was goated for sure, but the spinoff was fun. I liked the characters and everything. And the lack of Bill Murray being sweaty and disgusting on purpose. This game is not multiplayer, Schmirk, by the way. Sorry, I'm just now looking at some of this. I was a little busy yapping. No multiplayer, unfortunately, I don't think. At least I didn't see any. But it's a great game if you're looking for something fun to play, and it at least was on sale recently. It might still be.
Security clearance required.
Do I have to... I'm gonna zap me again, bro.
Access denied.
Yeah, I really didn't want to eat that, and I didn't want to... Oh, no. We're getting betrayed. Yeah, I didn't want to eat my lunch, and I didn't want to eat my dinner, but I did it. I found a way to do it. I got to do it lunch at least again tomorrow. I have a tiny bit of that log left for dinner as well. Oh, no. And I'll try to be creative with it. I might throw it on some sourdough and make like a pulled pork sandwich or something, but like, my God, I don't want to do that. But like, I have to, man. So I hate force feeding myself to eat shit I don't want. I hate wasting food I paid for though, way more. Not to say I don't ever do it, but I really can't stand it. If I've eaten something for like 4 meals though, like for 3 meal prep, and I don't want it that 5th time, I'm good. But it hurts my soul to waste food that I paid for. I feel like a scumbag.
Hull breach. Damage on multiple levels.
Uh-oh.
Move the Kree to the command deck.
This reminds me of that Halo 3 mission when you're in the like cave base and you're getting raided. A bunch of them little bug dudes pull up. Look like Geonosians. Yeah, it's a Star Wars reference.
Opening above the command station. Something massive is coming through. We need air support. Ensign, prepare the Slayer's dragon.
We get the dragon back, yes! Y'all didn't know we were playing House of the Dragon. I didn't really need to use that right there. Yo, what is that? I want that gold thing up there. What is that? And why are we so low on ammo? Do we just... are we just gonna jump down there? What? Are y'all out of your mind? Do I really gotta jump and I can't come back up? Surely there'll be an elevator later, right? Okay. Yeah, that works. Wrong gun. Cycler. Yeah, I'm learning, chat. Oh, hit him! Ah, these dudes, my arch nemesis. Right, we need the pulverizer out. I'm a little surprised we haven't gotten the pulverizer's alternate fire mode or alternate weapon yet. It's like low-key kind of mid. I was super torqued when we got it. It's not that great of a gun. Damn it. Ow. Yo, let me melee this thing to death. Come on. How many bullets can you take? There we go. At least there's abundance of health around. Also, tell me why, you know, Christina, you were talking the other day about the Hear Me Outs, and I told you one of my friends for her birthday did a Hear Me Out cake. And so everyone had their, like, I think it was you could do either 3 or 5 characters, and you put them on, like, giant, like, dowels, or they might have been, like, just skewers, probably. And you taped it to it, and you put it in the cake, so at the end, the whole cake was everyone's Hear Me Outs. Someone had the, whatever the bad guy is, the virus from Osmosis Jones, as their Hear Me Out, which, yo, he was kind of swagged out. He went hard. He had the slick back in the trench coat. Except in real life, if anyone does that, that's just like a Reddit or a Discord mod. No offense to your homies, by the way. I didn't mean that to be disrespectful, but you know the type, and it is disrespectful. Let's go. We pull up. We're dying. Ah! Oh, there's hope right there. No! I know I've been talking about Pokemon a lot. I'm super stoked, and I thought it was supposed to be Q1 of this year that Pokemon Champions was supposed to come out, unless I was wrong. We haven't had any updates, but if I'm not mistaken, I think that it's sometime next month, like maybe the end of next month, like the 20-something of February is Pokemon's 30th anniversary. So there's usually on their anniversary like a live stream that's, you know, upcoming news and stuff, like just like Pokemon Presents. So I'm assuming we'll get some updates then. But Pokemon Champions looks cool. It's just like a multiplayer battle simulator version of Pokemon. It's essentially Pokemon Showdown, but real instead of fan-made, and it looks really cool. And it's confirmed to have like at least multiple of the gimmicks, like Mega Evolution's returning, and I think Terra is there too. So being able to do all of those gimmicks from the different generations is pretty exciting. Hey, what up, Debbie? Thanks for being here. Lock in. And yeah, I'll try to see you on Saturday if you got some time. Yeah, I knew you'd see the vision in that one, Christina. Freaky, yeah. On mine, I had Madame Blueberry from VeggieTales, so I can't really speak, you know, on anyone else's thing. That was more of a funny one because it did make everyone laugh, and you know, here I am. I gotta be performative sometimes. What do you mean? Attention-seeking, if you will. But Jesus Christ, I'm streaming on YouTube, so clearly. Yo, what the? Am I dumb? Yeah, man. See, you see the vision, though. Don't you judge me. Buddy out here posting anime breasts. I don't want to hear it. Anime man breasts. Yeah, Debbie, I super highly doubt that shit. I mean, maybe. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but not often. But I feel like they always hype this shit up, bro. And if it does snow a shitload, that sounds fun too. You got an all-wheel drive car, it's easy clap to come up the street and hang out. We can all be snowed in together. We can put some unstable unicorns or something. Fire game. Shoutouts Jaywalk for putting me on. 3-round burst or instantly applies burn to fodder. See, fodder demons doesn't really matter too much to me. Increased number of projectiles. Eh. I need more of those little heart things. Alright, my bad, pimp, my bad. I just had to, you know, you were throwing a little shade, so I was returning the favor. I don't remember what the other ones I picked were. I can find a picture somewhere. I'll look for it. Because obviously, as a hear me out, it's got to be kind of funny. And what can I say? I'm like a mushroom. I'm a fun guy. That's my one white people joke I'm gonna make right now, so fuck y'all. Don't you judge me. That's a classic banger, bro. I came up with that shit in like middle school. It wasn't middle school, bro. Why am I lying? It was like college. Ah! What the hell? Alright, we made it. New weapon? New shredder weapon? The Ravager. I like the sound of that. What's it do? Hail of bone shards into a tighter spread. Fire rate ramps up over time. Okay. It's like a yup. Wait. Damaging enemies at close range enhances damage. Okay. Right. Take it. Ah, I see. Ooh, get shit on. Oh yes, this thing is tough. Tell me, I was gonna say that barrel didn't kill him for real. Yo, killing those little fodder demons is pretty fun. No, Snake Man's back! There were some people that had Orochimaru as their hear me outs, which, like, disappointed but not surprised, I suppose. Oh, we got some health back. That was getting a little hairy right there. Much like myself. I don't really know. We're just running around in circles right now. Yeah, it's just like a wave spawning enemies on us. Man, I really hate you horse girls sometimes. But he was kind of swagged out. I watched that movie again recently. But I hate you for that. Get these dudes out of my face. It's just like making you go through all of the different types of enemies again, like so you recall it, which means there's probably going to be some crazy fight coming up soon, or it's like prepping you for the end game. Which I don't remember how many missions there are, but I want to say we probably have like 1 to 2 more streams after this one, depending on how long the missions are. I just went on a number of them. There's 22 in total. I don't know which chapter we're on. No, not a dream team, Debbie. It's one of those hear me out things. Like, do you remember Dylan's wife, Alana, at her birthday? She had a hear me out cake, so everyone had to do their hear me out characters. And if you don't know what that is, Christina will explain. I'll explain. It's unconventional characters that you think are hot, so you have to say, hear me out. Because most people will be like, bro. So it's got to be like semi-cringe. Basically, you would smash. Yeah, I mean, I figured being like an avid con goer, you feel like that's very much in the realm of con people. Speaking of cons and anime, dude, I'm watching Fire Force right now. And listen, season 3 has been fire so far. No pun intended. Fire Force, get it? But, man, sometimes I hate anime. It is.
We need the Slayer in the air.
Just booties and butt cheeks and having to flex off and like just the silliness at so serious a time. And no spoilers if any of you have seen it, but I haven't finished it yet, but I'm in season 3, which is pretty far in. There was just, okay, so one of my favorite characters was held captive, right? And I thought it looked like he was gonna die. And then he didn't, and it was like that classic like shonen anime. I'm glad he didn't, let me put it that way. But after watching some shit like AOT, the reason it's such a banger is like the shit characters you love dead immediately, and you're like, no, haven't watched anime. You know, you're like, I know how this goes, they can't be dead, and then they are. Well, in this one, it was like, looked like he was dead, and it was just the most cornball, silly, comedic relief thing, and it somewhat detracted from the seriousness of the situation. Again, I'm glad he's alive. It's like super serious point in the show, and it kind of takes away from it in the middle of some serious stuff. I don't know. What do I know? Okay, we don't have that key card yet. Yeah, Voldemort. It's funny. That dude, what is that dude's name? That plays Voldemort. He's in the, if I'm not mistaken, that's the dude who's in the new 28 Years Later movies. And I just saw last night, I meant to tell you guys this too. I went and saw 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. I bought my ticket literally at showtime from my house, and it's like right across the street, so I got to go do that, and that was cool. I went just by myself, you know, and bought it right then. By the time I got there, previews were just about to end, so it worked out really well. It's nice being that close. I love the schmoovies. And if you're a 28 Days Later fan, like, the first one I think is a great film, just artistically speaking. I think it's awesome. They all have, like, you know, a little bit of flaw to them, but Cillian Murphy in that was great. It was one of his earlier roles. And, dude, that came out in, like, Jesus Christ, like 2001 maybe? And then, you know, this past year, when 28 Years Later came out, I feel like me and a lot of people were slightly disappointed. It was cool, it was shot well, it was a little all over the place, and just kind of like, I would have given it like a 7 out of 10 or so. Like, it had its really good moments, and then a lot of shit that was like, meh. And so I was like, going into this, I was like, you know, it's probably not going to be that good. Bro, Bone Temple was amazing. Holy shit. Super entertaining. Some of the best acting I've seen, but the Voldemort guy is one of the main characters in it. And that's some of the best acting I've ever seen, dude. And I mean, he's always been good, don't get me wrong, but it was great to see him in this role. And he helped carry it. And then the, can't remember the Irish actor's name that is in, that was in Sinners. He played like the evil vampire leader guy. He's in this too, and dude, he crushed it. My God, he played his part well. And he wasn't even, I mean, it did kind of focus on him a little. It took the main character from the one that came out this past year, and it didn't focus on him more, and it focused on this bad guy, and dude, he commanded the screen on everything he was in. It was incredible. Ralph Fiennes. Yeah. Dude, so good. If you haven't watched 28 Days Later, please. First one's good. There's a sequel called 28 Weeks Later. I'm sorry if anyone likes that one. That one's a little mid, though, and you can, like, totally get away with not watching it for, like, the sake of the story. Like, it really doesn't matter. But watch the first one, and then 28 Years Later, and then this new Bone Temple was great. And then they opened it up. Apparently, they've confirmed they're doing a third one coming out soon. Or not soon. They have an announcement coming out, sorry. They filmed these two Years Later ones, though, Bone Temple and the first one that came out this past summer, at the same time. So they came out within like 6 months of each other, and that was great. And now we're going to have to wait. So that kind of blows. Alright, man. This is getting annoying. No way, we got done and the flying projectile hit us. Yes, I love Peaky Blinders. Sorry, I got a little carried away. Yeah, Cillian Murphy's great. I put that off for a long time. People asked me to watch that for years, and listen, this is no offense to anybody. The only reason I didn't watch it is because you know how many, like, neckbeards that like wearing fedoras are obsessed with Peaky Blinders. They all think they're Tommy Shelby. Like the same group of people that's obsessed with, like, the Joker, particularly from Suicide Squad. And they be putting, like, the ha stuff on their cars, and it's like the Joker face, bro. Oh, it's cringe. And Peaky Blinders fans were like that for me. Like, you're not that guy, bro. You're not Cillian Murphy. You can't dress like that and act like that in real life, especially as a, you know, American dude. It's just not. No! I fell because I'm dumb, and now I can't go. Oh. But anyways, yes, I like Peaky Blinders. I think I just didn't finish the final season. One of those things, you know, you get carried away watching other shit. But I am hyped. The movie's coming out, and I eventually will go back, finish the last season, and then watch the movie. But yes, it was very good. Dude, we're getting hella runes now. Auto turret. Shoulder mounted auto turret, summon to fire enemies. I kind of like that because we get surrounded a lot and I get busy yapping, and we got a turret that's going to help us. I think yes. I think. That was my, you know, Discord mod impression. I saw this thing and it was like, the joke was like something about the chokehold that Tinkerbell and the Joker have on tweakers. Yo, this turret's lit. That was hard. And that's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life because it's so, like, insanely accurate. I feel like there's one other thing, too. It's like the Joker, Tinkerbell. There's something I'm missing. I don't know if it necessarily counts, but you know those t-shirts that were like the thugged out, like, SpongeBob or, like, Bugs Bunny? You know, with the chain, you know, the ones that like airbrushed art, that too, but that's not necessarily just tweakers, but specifically Joker, Harley Quinn, and Tinkerbell. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I know you know, Christina. Maybe it's more prevalent here in like a more southern place than it is in New York, but here it's everywhere. In, you know, that community. Line of work, if you will. Hobby. Enthusiasts. Bop! Christina, I'm actually surprised you ain't get into hobby horsing for real. What? What do you mean you don't know what I'm talking about? I don't know. One, check any... Okay, that community also loves Facebook. By that, I mean, you know, it's tweakers. And if you're not actively on Facebook, you won't see it a bunch. But if you are, you will. In many comment sections. If they got the Joker, Harley Quinn, or Tinkerbell anywhere on their profile, they're into that hard stuff, bro. They don't play. You know, the hardcore recreationals, if you will. And, anywho, they make it a personality trait. Yeah, so maybe being a recluse, I don't know. It's pretty heavy on the internet, but again, maybe it's a regional thing. Definitely in this region, I've seen it a lot more. What's the best scene in TV history? Like, are you saying like a Peaky Blinders one is? That's a tough one for me, if I was picking best scene in TV history. I feel like put on the spot like this, I'm not really sure. Let me think about it. But I know, I mean, obviously there's some. Game of Thrones has to have some. Actually, yo, I will say, Stellan Skarsgård, who's like a goat, bro. He's got a scene in Andor, the new Star Wars spin-off series. Andor Season 1 is incredible. Andor Season 2 is some of the best television I've ever seen in my entire life. And coming from, like, I'm a Star Wars fan, but I acknowledge that a lot of Star Wars content is ass cheeks, especially the shows and spin-offs that are live action, at least. The animated stuff has all been fire. Dude, that show is absolutely incredible. And even if you're, like, not into Star Wars, you can get into it. It's more of like a noir spy rebel series, you know. It's holy shit. But Stellan Skarsgård has a speech in that, and there are a couple moments in that show. Best scenes in TV history. Or there's a scene where they, like, stand up against the Empire, and brother, I'm telling you, watch it. I implore you, man. Any of you, please. And this is someone who had, like, given up on Star Wars. You know, I still watch it, obviously, because I like it and have a lightsaber. But I'd given up on, like, it ever being good. Buddy, this was a game changer. But if you have a scene you're thinking of and you're referencing, like, Peaky Blinders, let me know. I know it's had some moments, for sure. I just can't, off top, remember them. Yeah, I got that dude out of my face. Yeah, true. True. This has been around for a long time, though. But I also, you know, my demographic and people I used to be around, especially like living in Columbus and stuff, there was a lot of that, a lot of you know, ratchet behavior and stuff. All right, beat the Sentinel Command Station. We only did 55%. That's a disappointing number. But D's for degrees, right? Oh, we missed the ruby too. That I'm actually like, I know I told you I wasn't trying to collect all of them, but damn. Oh my god, I hit the button again. From beyond. All right, we're on chapter 13 out of 22. So we can get to this one and complete one more today. Say we're about at an hour, so that's really not bad at all. I'm hyped to have our dragon back. I don't remember the controls. Okay, that's up and down, and then what was to lock in? No, sprint button, sprint button.
Those tentacles are ripping the station apart. Take them out.
Tentacles. I've seen enough inside to know where. Oh, I see. We gotta wait. Yay! Yeah, we can't hit it from the bottom like that. Okay, pause. Hey, not too shabby. Ow. Took a little bit of damage there. Uh-oh. Okay.
Tentacle destroyed.
I had a 25% chance to pick the right direction right there, and I did it. I'm proud of me, chat. Tell me you're proud, please. Someone be proud of me. Oh, didn't wait. I don't think that's supposed to happen like that.
Subsection barrier is down. Lower levels accessible.
Do we... Lower level what, though? I see. Oh. Piloting this isn't, like, as satisfying as I would hope it would be, but it's still very cool. Then it said if we sprint fly, we do more damage, something like that. Okay, they can fly through that, no problem, but I can't. Question mark? Okay. We're super far behind. We're about to take a bunch of damage, boys. This is like the Kingdom Hearts gummy ship, bro. Okay. Cool. you. At least someone is. Can we lock on? Kind of. I honestly thought the whole, by the way, Christina, the hobby horsing thing, I thought that was a joke. I didn't think that was real. And listen, if that's your vibe, don't let me kill it for you, man. I dress up in armor and go to Ren fairs. So, I can't really, I don't know. But I don't personally get it. But live your truth. But yeah, I thought that shit was like a joke, like an internet meme or something. But it's so for real. Also living in like actual horse country. I mean, you know, horses are expensive, so I guess that's your best second bet if you're into horses. That was a weird control to use for that. You know, because it costs you like $10 for one of them horses, rather than whatever the hell y'all be paying 20 grand for a cheap horse. It's got like, I don't know, scoliosis or something. One of my friends at the gym, she said she likes The Witcher and stuff, the game, and she's not like a super gamer. She plays games, but she said the reason she likes The Witcher is because she said horse games, like games where you just ride a horse, and so that's, you know, sure. Red Dead is one of her favorites, and not because Red Dead isn't like amazing, which it is, but I'm saying like that's not why. It's because you ride a horse most of it, and it's just funny, man, that people have that. But she rides real horses too, let me preface. I'm not gonna put her on blast. She does not hobby horse. But it's just funny. Call it like a horse game when like, it's not what I would call it. I call it a fantasy RPG, but you know, it's like, I can't wait for the new Witcher 4 with Ciri because her new horse looks so cool. Like, dude, the whole thing, you got like powers and weapons and shit, but it's just because the horse looks cool. And they announced that like the level of detail they're putting in this horse is about to be like, you know, over 9,000. Yeah, man. Maybe it's just super meta though. Maybe the memes are like, we just don't get it, you know. Maybe they're in on the joke. They're just seeing how far they can take it. Have you seen the shits for the new, I think it's a new Fear Factor, if I'm not mistaken, and Johnny Knoxville is the host? That's kind of crazy. A buddy of mine sent me a clip of it today where they're like, it's like people are vacuum sealed into giant like packages, and they're running out of air and they're like breathing through tubes. The comments on the post about it are hilarious. Dude, I want to know how people on like Instagram are so funny in their comments. Dude, the shit people come on, like, I think I'm kind of funny sometimes, but these people are like straight up comedians in the comments, and then like not actually. It's not their actual occupation. People are so funny with the shit they come up with. Brother, get out of my face! Break this man's in million shield. I don't know. We're just supposed to counter it a bunch. I don't really remember how to take this dude's shield down, unless it was like defeating all the big enemies, which it might be. I doth not recall. Definitely rich people activity, man. It blows my mind how much money goes into that hobby. Oh, this thing. I didn't even see this dude flying around. Is that what's been hitting me? Get out of my face, you freak. Well, I thought that would solve our issue here, but it clearly didn't. Oh, there's more! But that's what we needed to do, was killing that crazy thing in the sky. I wish we could use the shotgun more. I feel like we low-key forgot about it, but it runs out of ammo and, like, it's not as good as you would hope. For how much the game, like, meat wrote it and said it was going to be really good. No, we're not adding horses to our cosplays. See, I know you're talking about, like, a hobby horse. I'm not doing it. That dude is eating those to the chest. Yeah, we got this. Come on, do it. Do it! Do it. I need him to use his green attack, please. There it is. And then we messed it up. Of course. That one was my bad, chat. Stop. No. I think bronies are better than hobby horsing, dog. This dude's got a shield that's permanent, and this other dude keeps popping up a shield when I'm trying to hit him. Oh my god. Where's the Ravager? Yeah, I don't know if that just absorbs literally all damage. I'm not real sure. There we go. Please tell me his shield's down. Thank God. There's another big fella behind him. Dude, eating bullets. Or skulls, or bone shards, or whatever we're firing. Ravages. Oh. Got him! Maximum Reaver ammo. Yup, that's what we need more of. The Nazgul would be cool. Yeah, the money is crazy. As someone who used to film videos and fall asleep on camera, I feel so bad for those, Debbie. Those videos, I don't feel bad. I really don't care. Fuck them. But the videos I took were ass, bro. Because that's... You know when I was telling you all that story a couple streams ago about when I was working like 3 jobs and I had to... I know that sounds like a meme, but like actually. And I would use my PTO to take time off. It was PTO to get paid to go work at this horse park and film, which Debbie got me that job. And it was like, it just paid more than my day at Amazon, so I would just get double paid. But I was so tired from that god-awful work schedule that I would fall asleep filming. So I would like try to zoom in to keep pace with the person riding the horse and like just fall asleep on the zoom and wake back up and be like, you know, 8 times zoomed in on like, you know, the horse's foot or something. It was just awful. Like the videos I took were terrible because I would just literally be passing out while filming. But I still got paid and they never said anything about it. I think they had multiple people recording, so I think they just wanted multiple angles and they made so much money they didn't care. It's good money to me. But yeah, I'd be up in those little towers and it's so hot and I'd be sitting there like with my little tripod recording and just with my finger on the zoom, so it would just zoom all the way in or zoom all the way out and I'd fall asleep. Or just slowly tilt towards the ground because it was me falling asleep. Silly. Would not recommend. I am excited to go see the Two Towers, Lord of the Rings, this weekend. That's gonna be pretty sick. Why is it marking here like I need to be here? I don't see anything. We're just gonna go up here, I think. Do we kill this? Yeah, I think so. There we go. Get back here. This is dead ass the Spyro mini games that you had to do. Doom's trying to get all cheeky with it. Oh, that's what it is. When you sprint, in quotes, I can't quote right now, it lets you fire faster on this thing. Oh, come on! Damage output goes way up. I never played the Ace Combat games, but Tom Clancy's Hawks, I remember going to a friend's house and playing that with the like little joystick. Bro, flying with that was so cool. Did you just say, is that playing in theaters or is it a theatrical thing? What do you... Oh, maybe I'm not understanding the question. But they're doing all three, so they've already done the first one, the Fellowship. Okay, so we still can't get there. Maybe I'm missing... I don't know what I'm missing, to be honest with you. Was there like a tentacle or something up top? I'm not hitting like a ship. Did you press on one of the... Fight off the creature. Yes. But where? I am confusion. Do you all know where I'm supposed to go? Oh, no, they're not doing the, nope, not that way, apparently. They are not doing the music thing with it. Oh, I'm stuck. So... Okay. Yeah, no music. It is just doing that, but now it's Two Towers, Saturday's last day, and then Sunday they're starting the last one. Which is cool. Yeah, I've done that music thing for... I did it for some of the old Star Wars. I don't remember what else I've done. I did it, not, it wasn't that, but I did a Witcher concert that had scenes from The Witcher 3, which was very cool. That was amazing. I did that this year. Yeah, remastered and extended edition, both, which is cool. This thing's mad annoying. Can I kill this? Please? I don't... Is that all I had to do was kill that little thing? There's no way. What? That was all I had to do was kill that weird brain that wasn't marked. Okay, game. See, yeah, that was kind of an ass sequence. But it's alright. We've arrived. Hey, what up, Kyle? Are you traveling back now? If so, safe travels. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate the support. Damn, that sounds pretty cool, Debbie. I didn't know that. I feel like UK actually has a bunch of really cool stuff going on that I don't ever keep up with because I don't, go there anymore. But it's like you don't have to be a student. It's just like they're the host for it. They do a lot of cool stuff. Come on, tank. It's like got a butthole for a gun, so I couldn't tell if it was actually facing me or not. Oh, dude, another one of these where you gotta kill all the things. Come here, thralls. That's the super shotgun I'm using, I imagine. I guess I killed all them for health that I don't need right this second. This thing needs to die. Guess we got a hell gate here. Can't kill that thing yet. Oh, that one hurt. Got him. Yo, this little auto turret thing is clutch. I'm upgrading this whenever we can. What am I missing? Get this guy's shields to go away. Real question. This thing? No way. Right? Okay, now there's an Orochimaru. I like that 2 shots at that to the chest will hurt this thing now. A 1 shot and a dodge? That was kind of hard. So, also, I'm a giga Lord of the Rings fan, but The Hobbit I never finished. I semi-watched Desolation of Smaug. I just didn't catch, like, the end. I don't know if I fell asleep or whatever. Kind of the latter part of that film. I just didn't think they had the same magic as Lord of the Rings. Like, I didn't like the characters. The CGI was bad. The main, like, villain orc thing was, like, bad. I don't know, I feel like a lot of people feel that way, too. I mean, it's hard when you're trying to chase after Lord of the Rings, you know? Like, really hard to compete with. But I never finished it. I didn't watch the 3rd one. Now, Desolation of Smaug had the really cool Ed Sheeran song at the end, and that's what put me onto Ed Sheeran, so shout out. The true GOAT. Got him! I didn't watch Ring of Power, I gotta say I did. I fell into all of the, you know, slander about it. But it seems like it was well-deserved. And I feel like if I didn't like The Hobbit, I definitely wouldn't like Rings of Power. But also, similarly, I did not watch the Witcher's prequel series, the Blood Origins. I didn't watch that either. And I'm a massive Witcher fan. I mean, I'm literally sitting in a, I don't know, well, can't really tell. It's the Geralt of Rivia Witcher chair. Here, I'll show you guys. Can I spin around? Yo, let's go. Is that me or the king? No, it's me, of course. 'Cause why would the king be helping? He got away. Hey, we 100%ed it though. Let's go. Check this out, chat. I'm not gonna accidentally do it. Let's go. Chapter 14, the Spire of Narathul. Man, I'm thirsty today, boys. I usually chug a ton of these, but I did not get a chance to go to the gym today. Had to go to the grocery store, and you know, with this impending snowstorm of doom, which it may be, but you know, anytime the weather reports that there's going to be snow, everyone buys all the eggs. It's like this, you know, the grocery stores are a madhouse, but it's like if we lose power, you're not going to be able to use any of that stuff. It's all going to go bad anyways. So, because people are just buying milk and bread. Sorry. Ugh, milk and bread and eggs.
Why would they hide this from us?
And what are you going to do? Make milk sandwiches? Milk and egg sandwiches? Okay. Yo. So anyways, I actually did need some eggs, just not for that purpose, not for sandwiches or because it's snowing. I was just low on eggs. And there were none at Aldi, so I had to go to 2 grocery stores. I did Kroger and Aldi. It just took me forever, bro. At Aldi, I spent $116 on just meat. Okay, you know what? I'll say $106 because I spent $10 on cheese. And yes, Chad, Eric, aren't you doing no cheese this month? Yeah, but I've made it. By this weekend, it'll be 3 weeks of the 4. I can have a tiny bit of cheese for some charcuterie. Chill out. I got some brie, some triple creamed up brie. And this brand had an espresso martini cheese that I'd already tried. From that same brand, they had a Petite Syrah red wine cheese. I believe maybe a cheddar, but I could be mistaken. How about that? But other than that, let's just call it $100 in meat. And it's not even that much. I mean, it'll last me 2 weeks-ish. But still, Jesus Christ, man. Hey, okay, true. I need to look into ButcherBox, but it depends on the quantity you get from that as well. And I eat a lot, so keep that in mind. And I will say, as far as meat goes, is Aldi's a hell of a lot better than like Kroger or Meijer or anywhere. I can't even buy from there anymore for my meat. What in the world is this thing? Oh my, it has a chainsaw on a stick. But Aldi's beef is good, and it's a pretty good price. Now, obviously this year when, you know, old Bub came in and said he's going to lower inflation and grocery costs are going to go down, and they haven't. They've continued to climb. You know, and it's been a year. Regardless, I'm not here to make that argument right now. But Aldi was very affordable for a long time. Comparatively, for the quality you get, it was pretty damn good. Komodo Champion. That's a little... but their beef is good, and it used to be a very good price. Now it's an okay price. Their chicken thighs I buy a lot, and those are still a pretty damn good price. You know, 'cause most people buy chicken breasts. I like the thighs. Quote that Doja Cat song for me, someone in chat. Something about the thighs. You know. Shout out to old Doja, man. I miss her old stuff. She was the GOAT back then. She's been kind of missing since she got all super demonic. Just live your life, but it's you know, performative and strange. But her music used to be fire. Yeah, I'd say we've all had dreams of being a butcher. Not we all, but I have, so I understand. All right. That one, I got stuck on the rock. It's all right. But yeah, that's kind of tough. Hey, serious question. Because Puerto Rico, well, I don't know what we necessarily import from Puerto Rico, but I'm sure it's stuff. Since it's a territory, are they getting tariffed right now because of, you know, old Bub once again, like mad that, you know, they're choosing to stay a territory? I could see that happening, but I have no idea. So just real question, because I deal, yeah, my work, we deal with electronic components, so everything we buy is from mostly Asia and some Europe, and all of them are getting tariffed like a motherfucker right now. But anyways, the reason I asked if you're a butcher, did you send your sell the meat if you had a big enough operation to, you know, places in the U.S. as well. For some extra coin is what I was thinking. Why am I not just using this rocket? This man out of my face. Whoa, we're mad low on health. I could just, you know what I mean, though? Like, I could see that being a thing. It would make sense not to, being a territory, but again, being a territory and not, like, a state or anything, you know, who knows? Damn it, dude. He hit me through the wall, for real. That was some real Elden Ring right there. I just, like, long range keep hitting this dude with these. I need more health. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. But I was thinking you could do your own ButcherBox type beat, you know? Bop! Suck it, Komodo champ. See, that was kind of a cool execution. was like 80% of the way there to be in a cool execution. But the grass blocked it. That was a little annoying, and it should have been a slightly more cinematic, perhaps.
The church wants the creed and Thera safely returned, and they're willing to help. According to the
So is your mom visiting there right now, or did she move there?
That will lead you to their location. The bishop's ministry has asked that the Slayer alone take this mission. They trust
Oh,
no
God.
one else. I cannot disobey the church.
I'm about to smack up
Be
Cthulhu.
on alert.
What are you doing with that? Oh, we feeding our dragon? Nice. That was kind of sick. Use.
The entire structure was built just to keep this creature in stasis. We need to wake it up. Makers have given us directions.
You gotta wake it up.
Targets identified. Locking coordinates.
This seems to me to be a trap. Is all I'm saying. This seems like that big fella church man got by the demon boy. I don't know what's happening in this game. I see the vision with these sequences, and the dragon is very cool. They're not the most thrilling parts. They're cool. It's just a little directionless and kind of, I don't know. They're fine. What the hell? Oh, wrong way. Bye-bye. Yeah. We just fly right through here. Bye, Debbie. Thanks for being here. Christina, Debbie said you gotta come to Colossal Con sometime. What's happening? Do I just shoot it? Help! I don't get it. Oh. Nah. So stupid how it does that. It is in northern Ohio, at the Kalahari indoor and outdoor water park. In Convention Center. Woo! Sandusky, Ohio. North Ohio, off of like Lake Erie, near like Cedar Point, the amusement park. It's at the end of May. We're going. It is the best con I've ever been to. It's so much fun. It's like the party con, but it's cool because it's at a water park, so you get to do water slides and shit. It's fun. Where did that thing go? Ah, treasure? Apparently there's Doomslayer skins, and I haven't found any of that. All I keep finding is these silly toys. I was gonna say, surely we can kill it while it's down low on health and stuff. Where did that freak that was flying around go? That's the real question. I feel like I hear... Yep. No! Dude, he always goes into that ghost mode. Going ghost! Yo, Danny Phantom went hard. That would be a hear me out for sure, but I feel like everyone would just agree with you. He was cool and hot. You think I bounced my shoulder on the corner in there? Or I could just walk up. No? Yes. No? Yes? No. What? Oh, that's kind of some boo-boo. There we go. Oh, I see. That's what I was supposed to do. Okay. I just made it more difficult than it needed to be. Yeah, true. Nah, Colossal is a blast, man. And we can make extra space if you want to go. What does that sound? Looks like there's... I hear treasure. Oh! Am I dead? Yup. It's like an old pirate ship, man. This is kind of crazy. Jump, 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 jump! No! No! That's right. What y'all gonna do about it? Yeah. What does this do? Ah. Very interesting. I guess I could sprint for it. Yeah, I saw that guy. Don't worry. Whoa! Squiddy step launchers. What you talking about? Also, I see gold. Hey! That's how you get that stick. Think we can make it that? Nah, we can't jump that far. Damn. Or can we? Oh, we can! Let's go. Hell yeah. Little. Okay, so that was just for if we fell. Oh, so there was just an easier way to get where we were. Nice. Well, we did it the hard way, and I'm proud of that. Oh, yes, you're right, they do. I see what you're saying. The thing that I thought was treasure is that, yes, that. Flip that? Don't clip that. Got him. Let me smack these guys. Dude, it's so satisfying to do that. I just wish it was a button to do the ground pound instead of automatic. And I know that's kind of a weird thing to complain about because most people are like, oh, it's cool that it does it for you. But I want to do it. It's just more satisfying to hit the button and smash. Okay, this thing at the back is fortifying these guys. I'm not gonna stand for it. There's another brain, which I don't like either. Okay, that gave us health, which is good because we were about to die. God damn, we're taking some damage. It's just some wiener bob with a shield. Get out of here. Who do you think you are? I am. Does that help? Yeah. Once again, the helmet got me. I thought it was one of the super power-up things. What do you call it? The revive tokens. Oh, what the? I got there. There's like an invisible wall stopped me from jumping. This makes a boss come out. It's like an extra challenge, but I will do that. Leader. Oh, no. It's this guy, though. These dudes are the worst. Out of my face, bro. Damn, we're already on super low health. It's not good. Damn! Chill out. What? He dodged it. Oh, shoot faster. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's that dude's spikes that come out of the ground that really messed me up. No! honestly, this little leader challenge is kind of hard. Y'all want to see me do it though, right? Come on. Oh. Alright, we'll do it, we'll do it, we'll do it. Never meant to let you down, let you down. Something, something, not around, not around. What the? Yo, he still teleported that fast with a disc in his chest? Little cringe. Oh no. I know there was like at least some armor up here. It might not be health, but we could use that. Uh-oh. Give me that health. Okay. We can use rocket launchers on this guy now. Then we grab his arm. And it inevitably pops off now. What is happening? We're taking too many bullets. There we go. Rip his heart out. Got him. And our health increase, which we desperately needed. Get these, dude. These little dudes firing stuff at me when I'm not paying attention. Like a bunch of little mosquitoes, little bugs. Oh, that was a bad idea. Forgot low-key that I had a rocket launcher out. I feel like I sleep on the shred skin a lot. Uh-oh. And now we can make it across. Bop! Oh, that was sick! See, why can't all of our executions be like that? The run and jump went crazy. Do it again! Ah, why haven't I been doing this the whole time? That was tough. I think that's deserving of a hell yeah, chat. I think that's worth 3 big booms. Yo, if you all have ever seen the Costco guys thing, they're obnoxious. I'm not gonna knock someone's hustle, but Jesus Christ, I hate it. And I literally only know about it because of memes making fun of them. Like, I never actually saw, like, naturally came across it on my own in the wild. It was just from people making reels about how ridiculous it was. But one of the funniest things I've ever seen is, oh, what's that? He's an older comedian's name, and he's a maniac. He hangs out with, like, Joe Rogan and them. It's like Joey something, I think. Older guy. He's funny, though. He's got a rant about them that... What? Excuse me? Brother, that was such a lame death. Anyways, he's got a rant about them that's really funny. He calls them, like, demonic, and it's hilarious. But anyways, that shit deserved 3 big booms. Boom! Boom! Alright, I'm not doing any more of those. That felt awful to do, even for the bit. My apologies, chat. I won't let you down again. That was crazy. No, don't fall! Dumbass. That whole launching me backwards just for doing execution is crazy. It's like being punished for being the GOAT. I mean, I get it, they're big bodies, but I'm also the Doom Slayer. So what do you mean? I am the big body. can I move? What is happening? Dude, I'm so sick of these things. They're always jacking me up. Not off, Chad. Oh! What the hell? Do it, do it, do it! Oh, your shield! That take care of that finally? Jesus. Use it. Do it. What exactly? Okay. So is that like the one of the control stones?
You may now access the nearby stasis emitter.
Right. Yes. Okay. I will take that health. And gold. No gold! That looks like where I go to die. And I don't want to do that right at this moment. Let's go! We pull up! We have to do real quick. Okay. I was gonna say, do we have to do one of those for every single one of those glowy things? That would be diabolical. Our dragon's coming to save us. That's cool. Just like my pig. Oh, who's all stretched out? She's so cute. You're so cute, pig. I can't get her all riled up, but she's adorable. Oh, I was ready for how fast that was coming out. Oh, do it. Oh, we hit the Godzilla move. Yo, the whole, you know, revitalization of the Godzilla series that came out a couple of years ago. No, I mean, shit, now that was probably like, damn, that might have been before I even went to college. I think me and Colin went to see that in like end of high school, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, the newer Godzilla franchise. Not talking about -1 because that is peak 2, but it's separate. But the newest, you know, the one that they're still working on, that has like the King Kong and all that stuff in it. Bro, when he first used that, because he goes the whole movie without using that like atomic breath, and when he finally whips that shit out, that was so unbelievably tough. Where are we going? Okay, so there are multiple of these things we do have to finish. No way. That's so funny. I mean, I believe it. That's hilarious. That's a good answer for that. We got another rune. Let me see real quick if I can find this without it taking too long. Would have been December of 24, I believe. Okay, let me see real quick. Okay, here's a couple of mine. What is that? Oh, okay. Yeah. Here. Shit. Can you see that? That's really hard to tell. So it's Madame Blueberry, because I thought that was funny, and I did all this for the laughs. There's Turbo Granny from Dawn to Dawn, if you've watched that. I want to gobble your dong. Please don't clip that. Jesus Christ. That's going to come back to haunt me one day. Pairing Hell Surge attacks will trigger a larger, more powerful shockwave that causes you to heavy falter. Heavy falter's not bad, but I'm sticking with auto turret, man. This auto turret is fire. And so that's in my one hand. And then Jinx, the Pokemon. And then the Sunflower Lady from Conker's Bad Fur Day. If you don't know who that is, look that one up. And then Vaporeon exclusively for the meme. And if you're not a big Pokemon fan, or if you don't know the meme, literally just Google Vaporeon copy pasta, and that will give you everything you need to know. And that one was for the meme because I was with a bunch of nerds that also like Pokemon, just like me. And when I say nerds, I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I am one. They're just also my nerds with me. But they understood it, and so I did that one also for the laughs. But instead of just showing it, because most people just said the name and then they put it in the cake, I started with copy pasta. So in terms of body, whatever, I don't remember. It's been too long since I've looked at it, thankfully. But that copy pasta. However it starts out, I memorized the first like 2 sentences, and that had people rolling. And that's what I'm here for, man, to be a comedian. Or something like that. I feel like I had used my leftover skill points, you know, in my build of me in real life. And that you know, when you have the leftover ones after you've completed your main skill trees, and they just went into like the bard skill tree, but not the singing part because I'm ass at it, or playing music, but just the yapping and telling funny stories that are like medium funny at best. But that's why they call me Eric the Casual. I don't specialize in anything. Just casually have a bunch of hobbies, and one of them is yapping. Now my brother is a funny guy, man. That guy, everyone thinks he's hilarious, and I could never be that. But a man can try. Being that funny and like off the cuff with it is just something that I can't do. Every once in a while I have a heater or two. Alright, we got this. It kind of sucks to go back to here, but that's alright. We got some real weapons. Got on my yapping tangent yet again. I'm curious about what we're gonna play next also. I mean, I love this game, so not to like skip all the way past it or anything, but I gotta decide that. I don't know if I want to go back to scary. I kind of miss having a little scary in my life, but it's been a nice change up to play something like this. Like, I love Wolfenstein, and this is getting me kind of that same vibe. Dude, I can't believe this thing's still taking hits. Holy shit. He's tanking. This guy having so much health. What is going on? I just deflected a lot of stuff, but I'm taking a lot of damage in the process. Shit. I'm not close enough to use my counter on that guy. These waves are hitting me pretty bad. Chain shot? This chain shot, I'm not really feeling. No! That's why. Well, thanks. At least someone thinks I'm funny. Okay. Ravager, I guess. Whoa! Back up. Guy looks at his stats span up for 2 seconds and comes back. It's all out of whack. Yo, get Orochimaru back! Dealing too much damage. I don't like that. Yo, chill out. Where'd you come from? Sneaking up on me. Coward. Yeah, come on. I'll super shotgun you in the dome. No, let me do it! No! So a little whack that it won't, if it comes up from behind him, it won't do the thing. Like the shield won't get stuck in him from the back, which I would think would make more sense for it to do that. Why else do the boomerang? It can't hit anyone. I mean, I guess it hits thralls, but like, okay. That's what I want. I need this turret to kind of focus the other guy for me. You let the computer do all the work, Eric? Yeah, kind of. This dude's like supercharged him, and I can't get past him to kill this dude. Okay, he's dead. Yes, I'm using the wrong gun once again, but it still does some damage. There we go. I don't know if you guys can notice, I turned the music down a little because it is a little repetitive. You know, people were super hating on it. I don't think it deserves hate because it still goes hard, but I get a little annoyed with game music recently. And in Call of Duty especially, I turned that shit all the way down, man. God, it just gets too loud. Let's go! Also, Christina, that short is set to post tomorrow, 2:45 p.m. Give her a like and a watch if you would when it comes out. Oh God. Turn her around, boys. Where'd it go? Oh, he is gone. Forgot my controls. Ah! Get him! Get him! I do appreciate, if anything, it's telling me how to, like, get out of these little dungeons I'm stuck in. I'd get lost if it weren't for these. Please! Get him! Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's pulling me in the right direction, I think. Yeah. Okay, we gotta go around this side. Oh, okay. I guess it alternates fairly frequently. I know, like, the harder difficulties, I think it just gives you less time to react. Dope. Thanks. I'm excited to see how that one does. Dude, surprisingly, the first one I did was just a clip of a cutscene of this game. Did really well, weirdly. And like the horror ones had been falling off. I don't know if that was an algorithm thing or people's, you know, tastes or whatever, because it's not like Halloween season. It could kind of go either way. I don't know. I'm trying to edit them a little better too, but you know, they're not going to be great by any means. I'm just not a very good video editor. I mean, you know, it's a learning process. It takes forever. People literally, you know, learn for years and years and years and make careers out of learning that shit over time. So, but it is. God, it's rough for me. Like, I'll try to get something to work. I'm also using, if I had like the full Adobe suite, it'd be infinitely easier. I'm using like CapCut which free version, you know, I should really use like DaVinci Resolve or something. But it's like such an easy beginner-friendly free thing instead of paying. But we'll see. Maybe I'll get into that. But if I could just use Adobe, bro, and like Photoshop instead of using GIMP, I feel like I would have this stuff done a little bit quicker than I have been. I mean, I've been working on my Pokemon Nuzlocke footage for months, and that's not consistently. I mean, obviously, that's a couple of hours here and there, and then, you know, messing something up, 2 separate occasions, spending like 4 hours on it, and then losing all of your progress because I messed it up. That sucks and is not very inspiring, so then it's like you want to restart for the 3rd time, you get a little behind. I don't know. We'll get there. But that one sucks because it's an 11-hour playthrough I'm condensing down into a 1-hour video. But I literally started this channel for Pokemon content and haven't released any, so eventually I'll start streaming like another day of the week when I can, and then I can start like a day dedicated to like Pokemon stream. That's definitely not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and anyone that has been watching definitely hasn't been here for Pokemon yet. So who knows how that'll go over. Get this brain out of my face. Oh, that'd be dope. That'd be so sick. Maybe I should check over here real quick before I take that elevator. See if there's anything worthwhile up here. So I would bet if I was a game developer, I would hide. As soon as I saw this room, I knew it would be a boss fight scenario. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? I'm just pumping ammo into this dude's shield for no reason. You got silly goose. Oh no, I'm dead. Yep. Life sigil for this? Yeah, why not? See, the tech stuff throws me through a loop. Some of it I like. I mean, I used to cook in Photoshop, but that's not necessarily, you know, what I'm doing for this. And I was a good photographer and then doing photo editing. But just Photoshop in general, like for actual art projects, I was good at. The video editing has always been a little tough for me. Especially like trying to keep up with the like current trends and algorithm friendly stuff on video editing in particular is tough, man. Because those are changing constantly, even down to the sound effects and the zoom and the arrows, and then catering that kind of stuff to a different generation and all that, man. That's that changes very frequently. Alright, let's see what this does. Okay. I saw how big that area was out there, and I didn't want to, like, get super off track running around. Boss fight once again would be my guess. Or not. There's gold. Yeah, stuff like that's very impressive. That's super cool that you're into that. Alright, hang on. I know I said that earlier. I lowered the sound, but it really at the main menu it was super annoying. We'll turn it up a tiny bit. Oh yeah. Did I not just see a bunch of gold? There it is. I don't like this. All these dudes glowing blue. I think that means they're strong, right? Yeah, so this dude's empowering all these thralls. Ew. Damn, he is fucking me up. Holy shit. guy's the problem, not even the other guy. Oh, get out of here. Of course, we're in like butt spider territory. And yes, all spiders are butt spiders. Damn! You can 180 on me when I'm super shotgunning right up his ass? Okay, super shotgun is not the wave on these dudes. That really sucks too, because he was dead. And somehow that, like, splash damage got me. Honestly, shotgun's not that good. And it's a real shame. Shredder? Maybe? Dude, I have to pick up that gold again, too. No. Okay. Well, that's a plus, I suppose. You. Come here. You're gonna die first. And then you're next. Yo, this dude is tearing me up. Where's that little spider at, man? There he is. Yikes. The damage output he does is absolutely insane. These? I don't feel like these didn't do like a ton either. Maybe it is chain shot time. I don't really know. Yeah, maybe not. That was awesome. Where's the real dickhead little spider with the flag on his head? There he is. Yeah, I'm not using that either right now. God damn. That's not shooting fast enough. What do I need to use here? Grenade launcher? And just fire them everywhere? That might be... Then that's going to kill everything around it. Whereas the rocket launcher doesn't really do that. Damn, chill out! A thrall killed me! Alright, we're locking in. Woosah. Woosah, like Men in Black style. Oh, little woosah pig. Alright, dickhead little spider with flag. There he is. Going straight for him. And for this, we're switching to the Impaler. I think it does. So the thralls do so much damage because that stupid blue spider is, whatchamacallit, like, charging them up, essentially. So they're dealing way more damage than they normally would, because those one hits are taking away armor and health. Which is crazy for a thrall. Okay, we got that dude. Broke his armor. He's next. Let's go rocket launcher. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Do that. And we're just gonna launch a shitload of these. I don't care if I use all of my ammo. I want this dude out of my face. Come on, can we get more health? Yes. Thank God, that wasn't even hard. We like technically beat it 4 times. Okay. We got all those golds. I don't think there's any more here. Running low on water. I'm so thirsty. Part of my trying to lose weight a little bit over this month is I eat my dinner and then I don't eat again until I go ahead and brush my teeth right after dinner, which is at like 7 to 8 o'clock. And then I don't eat again until I have a protein shake in the morning. And I eat lunch at like 11.
But it can't free itself.
It's brutal.
Excessive ordnance is now required.
Excessive
The
ordnance.
Makers say there is a powerful weapon here that can release the creature. We're marking it on your map now.
I want a powerful weapon. This little funky bass line going a little crazy. Oh. Okay, let's see. Oh. Okay. Hey. A little treasure down here? Yeah. Doing ye old treasure loop. Did I miss anything? I would put something like right here, but okay. I used to want to be in game design so bad. The whole tech part, though, is the problem. I know you could learn that too, but it is amazing what people come up with. Okay. See, that sound is one of those launchers. Yep. I would also put something like right here. But there's not, I don't think. Nope. Yeah, that, see, why open the fence and then make it look like you can drop on that if you can't? I don't think that takes away health, though. If it does, it's a very minimal amount. No, I guess you might be right. That it did sound like that was coming from there. That little, like, shining sound as well. Yay! Got him. I think. Yeah, got him. Get out of my face. You too. Out of here. Uh-oh. Yeah, that one's on me. Try to get cute. This thing, you get a little cocky, bro. You're getting smoked in this game. What'd I break? There's the door. That's what it looks like. Oh, what's happening? Oh, it's a hole. Alright. Uh-oh. Whoa! Okay. These snake men, they're everywhere. They're not too bad once you like figure out how to deal with them, but man, this guy's a super woat though. These shield dudes, they suck. Really wish the time between shots with this thing wasn't as long. Alright, yeah, see, the shotgun's what's always getting me into trouble, and I like it, because I like shotguns, but brother. Shit is kinda ass. Come on, coward. That's also gonna get me killed. Yeah, these dudes suck. You have to fight all those things again? Yup, sure do. Did I just not pick that up and I'm standing on top? What? Alright. Anywho. I guess I didn't realize we can run up here and get extra shit, like resources. One way to do it. No, let me get him! Okay. Good way to get our health and armor back. Kill these thralls. Don't need to pick that up yet. I'll take this, though. This guy's not bad at all. He's easy. Got him done. This little butt spider is not bad either. Take that back. Get some health. We are low on armor. Not the best when fighting these freak bobs. Okay, we got a little back. A little recovery's good. Snake Man. What's the best for Snake Man? Not this. No, actually it's this. It's like the Vulcan gun from like Jak 3, man. Cycler's ass for this. Switch out the Impaler for this thing. This might be the wave. God, this dude's annoying. Holy shit. I'm actually about to die, too. I need to fix that. We need to go up here for a second. I wonder if enemies... Surely not. Regen health. If you, like, walk away like this for a minute. But I have to. I think there's a... Yeah. It's only a tiny bit, though. If I don't block his hit enough, I'm torched. I just don't know what to do when he's in this bubble, dude. Cycler, Ravager, Chain Shot, grenades might be the only thing we can do. God damn. Yeah, grenade, bad idea. We're just gonna have to go this. No. Cycler. Come on, coward. And I have to get this block, dude. Ugh! I don't know how to make him attack. Also, why my... Oh! Shoulder turret wasn't going off right there. Jeez. The Cycler doesn't have much ammo, and I'm on 5 HP. I gotta block this stupid shit again. Come on, we gotta do more damage. Fuck. Enough with the shield, bro. I don't know what to do. Is it just staying close to him? No, because that fucks us. My god, that took too long. Oh no, there's more. Fuck. I'm like running out of ammo and everything too, except this stupid shotgun, which I don't want to use. What was that? Oh no! Cowabunga, dude! Get away from me! Type shit, bro. Come on. Oh no, don't make me restart this whole fight. Please. I can't do it. Oh no. Alright, we got it. So we have to use like the shotgun and maybe the chain shot on these early guys and keep our health. It's doable. That's insane how you have to completely like walk through it to get the bonus from it. Wait, get back here. Okay. Yikes. Okay, that does quite a bit of damage when it's charged up, but like... yeah, we're gonna have to use that. Come on, man. Where's he at? I'm a snake. I don't know if y'all remember that. That was a funny video from back in the day. Super throwback. Come on! You're doing hella damage. This thing should be shredding this freak. Super shotgun it is. We're gonna have to get in close. I hope that he... maybe that's the wave, and that's what we were messing up. That was significantly easier than I thought it was. I think I was just making it too difficult by being scared. Yeah, man. I'm busting out the rocket launcher. Get out of my base. Oh, bad idea! Lizard buddy is scary. Oh! Come on, get his arm, get his arm. Ugh, I thought that counter would help us. It didn't. He's right behind me. Get out of my face, bro. I'm trapped. Okay, he's dead. That's not hurting him. Dude, things follow you till the end of the earth. And I think there's no more health down here, but I can kill these freaks for a few. Jesus. Dude, I can't with the super shotgun. This thing's ass. I forgot we turned the regular shotgun into a triple shot, though. Thank God. Get out of my face, bro. Woo! And we got more launcher ammo. That will help us. Yeah. You're right. I didn't even see your shit. I was too locked in. Melee with the flail. But see, the problem with the flail is once you hit it 3 times, if it's not putting them into that staggered state, you stagger, and then they just slap the piss out of you. Okay. What is this? Oh, the new melee weapon. It's a crossbow. All right, listen, I'm a flail guy. A low key? Or is this just shooting a... Oh. Never mind. No, yeah, the ballistic crossbow. It says we acquired. Confused. Damn, that was kind of sick. We just wrecked that ancient beast. Speaking of ancient beast, I'm just kidding. You're just a little baby puppy. Come here. Come here, little baby puppy. So cute. You're so cute. Look at that. How'd you get so cute? Okay, we got a crossbow, which is neat. Press Y to equip it. Very limited ammo, which can be found in the world to replenish your stock. Shield is unavailable while it's equipped. That's kind of spooky. Good for a boss, though. Oh. Oh, I see. Very good for boss. Damn. See, but this is going to be one of those things that I never use. Because I'm so scared. You can carry 3 shots at a time. That's it. Yeah, man. I'm just going to forget about this and never use it again. What? Brother, are you... Hey, man. Forget about a flail. But yeah, I guess those dudes with the shields you gotta stay in closer combat with. And shotguns are, I guess, the wave with those. How am I on low health, bro? Who do you think you are? Also, I can't swim any faster.
What happens if this creature doesn't want to leave? We have no choice.
We don't have a choice. That is true. For some reason, I forgot to pick up another bolt for my new crossbow. So that sucks. I'm ass. Okay. Oh, I do not like. Honestly, this might be better than the super shotgun now, for real. Keep in mind, Eric shotgun, not long range. Alright. I'm a little overconfident. Please tell me the checkpoint is right there. Okay. Where's our either barrel stuff in with that or just rocket launching? I am a fan of rockets. Oh, yep. I'm ass. I'm already dead. Yo, I get it, man. This shit does not play when you get into later matches. It's weird the difficulty like spikes and lulls. The end of this mission has been hard. Well, I guess you can't really say end, but the second half, this has been difficult. What do you think it's gonna be? Easy peasy lemon squeezy, but it's actually difficult, difficult, lemon difficult. Oh, chill out. I keep forgetting about the jump executions. That was tough. Just get the blood spiders away. No, don't fall. Okay. Got him. Haha, we're so bad. Is there something down here, though? Ammo. Ooh, yes. Crossbow bolt. Uh-oh. That was so unnecessary to use right there. Men only want one thing, and it's disgusting. It's to be the Doomslayer. Here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum. And yes, I know that's Duke Nukem, but they haven't made a good game in forever. Okay, yeah. I'm about to get this again. Let's go. We pull up. Oh, he's mad bad. Stop. Oh. Okay. Hopefully we get more health. Can we make this jump? Aww. You know that the thing. I've never been good at it. That. Aww. It's alright. We're going back up. Whee! Up and down. Whee! Stop! Okay. Double jump. We're good. Also, this is what I'm supposed to do. No, bro. For one treasure chest, I gotta go back down. I'm doing it. I don't care. I'm a sucker for the treasure, man. Give me the loot. Yo, 777. What does it mean? Look at our gold. It's a good thing we went for it, chat. We're so lucky. Should we have walked the other way, probably? I don't know. Y'all know I get paranoid about missing stuff. Or was that all we were over there for? Was that? It just looks like the path wraps around longer, but maybe it doesn't. Let's see real quick. Oh, yeah. No, that's it. A silly goose. Worth. Let's get the combat shotty out. Jackpot. Sometimes I just get tired of all these dudes in my face, bro. Pause. Talking about in the game. Chat. Got him. Okay. Man cannon again. Yes. And health. And shield throw. And shield throw again. And again. Dude, it is satisfying when they line them dudes up. You know they're throwing that in for that little hit of dopamine. They know how good that'll feel to do. And killing one of those dudes without it getting a single hit on me, man, that's like the pyramid of self-fulfillment needs or whatever. And like that's the top of the pyramid, is killing one of them skull dudes without getting hit. Jesus. Oh no, it's Cthulhu, like literally. Holy shit. That's crazy. I remember when the Sinking City and Call of Cthulhu came out, and I was so excited for them, and then they just like were kind of, I know they're AA, and AA developers though have been putting out some heat, but those two were just not great. It was interesting they came out at the same time too. I'd kill for like a really good actual Cthulhu movie, man. That would be dope. More scripture we're not gonna read because I don't know how and I'm illiterate. Oh, it's just Cthulhu.
Is ahead. Ready for release of Titan class entity.
Titan class.
You should pick up the Creed signal. When you find them, the Makers will guide you to an exit.
Don't know. Yo, holy shit. Also, did I miss where we escaped from hell? I might have been yapping or something. But this Cthulhu land doesn't look much better. Did we fight a bunch of... Yeah, we fought a bunch of bullshit right here, like bosses. That was like when we first landed on this level. It was like the first Toad Man. Can I use this shrine? Is that what this... No, it's not. Damn it. Dude, where's an upgrade shrine? Yo, we missed some gold? We're gonna ruin our 7/7. Oh. Very interesting. Well, y'all know, where there's a will, there's a way. Do I jump? Do I jump off the cliff or no? Yes, I do. And of course, the one time we find the full face thingy, we're full and everything. So yeah, just to double check, there's not an upgrade shrine out here? Diabolical. I'd love to be able to actually spend some of our resources. It's kind of funny how few of these little ruby things... Well, okay, to be fair, I've been not trying my hardest to get them all, but damn. Slayer is so tough. Yo, catch a ride! Oh my god. Listen, I don't know how to top that one. We are at 2.5 hours. That's a crazy way to wrap up, literally riding out on Cthulhu. The next chapter is the city of Raoul, which is Cthulhu land. So that's 15. So let me take a look. So we got 15, then 16, then 17 and 18. So we could do 4 more next time, and then 4 more for the final, and it should even out pretty well. We'll be able to gauge next time kind of what the timeline on these is. I can't believe on the Spire we only got 61% is crazy, but okay. Well, anyways, thank you all so much for being here. I will catch you again next week. I'll miss you guys. And I will see you on Monday. And who knows, we might have a snow day over the weekend, so stay warm, stay safe. I'm prepared if the power goes out. I hope you guys are too. And I'll see you after Snowpocalypse, and maybe we'll have a snow day, and who knows, maybe I'll stream a little bit longer on Monday or something. You guys have a wonderful end of your week and wonderful weekend. Happy hump day, and I'm Eric the Casual, and I will catch you next time. Peace out. Adios.